Sometimes the most dangerous man in the room is the one who speaks the least. He stands in the corner, observing every move with intense focus, yet never uttering a word unless it serves his purpose. This is the Sigma male, a rare breed who hides his most shocking truths behind that calm demeanor, letting others underestimate him until it's far too late to defend themselves. In this video, we'll expose his 10 darkest secrets, revelations so unnerving you might never view him, and his quiet, watchful eyes, the same way again. Number 1. He feels zero guilt shutting people out. For the Sigma male, the decision to sever ties can come as abruptly as flipping a switch. He's not the type to linger in emotional limbo, wondering if he was too harsh. If he judges you to be harmful to his peace or trust, he'll walk away without remorse. That could mean deleting your number, blocking you on social media, and quietly shifting your mutual contacts away from any joint plans. The jarring part is how final it feels, like a door slamming shut, never to be reopened. He sees this as self-respect, not cruelty. From his viewpoint, once loyalty is broken, there's no negotiation or guilt. He owes nobody an explanation. Number 2. He's obsessed with self-sufficiency. Sigmas love the idea of never depending on others, pushing them to master countless skills, be it fixing their own car, growing their own food, or using technology to handle complicated tasks alone. In a world that thrives on collaboration, he'd rather go solo, convinced that relying on someone else is a gamble he refuses to take. But this relentless self-reliance often pushes him into a lonely space, where connections fade because he simply doesn't need them. If you offer help, don't be surprised if he turns it down with a calm, almost dismissive wave. This obsession can appear admirable, until you realize he'd rather exhaust himself than allow someone to see him vulnerable. Number 3. He learns people's habits to control situations. If you notice him quietly observing your daily rhythms, like when you take breaks, how you respond to stress, or the route you drive home, it's not just idle curiosity. He's collecting data to steer scenarios without anyone realizing. For example, if he needs someone in a better mood before addressing a conflict, he'll wait until their post-lunch lull is over. Or if you have a habit of missing early morning calls, he'll schedule crucial meetings at that time to exploit your disorganization. He'd likely deny calling it manipulation. In his mind, it's strategic planning. But there's a chilling undertone in how calmly he uses this awareness, turning day-to-day routines into levers he can pull for his benefit. Number 4. He finds comfort in planning worst-case scenarios. While many of us rely on optimism or try not to dwell on doom and gloom, the Sigma male does the opposite. He systematically envisions catastrophic possibilities, like job loss, betrayal by a close friend, or a sudden breakup, and rehearses how he'd handle them. This might involve setting aside emergency savings, drafting multiple contingency plans, or mentally practicing a conversation if a partner cheats. Though it sounds grim, he finds a strange peace in this readiness. If disaster comes, he's not blindsided. He's almost cool about it because he's been there in his head 100 times. Number 5. He revels in being underestimated. There's a silent glee he feels when others overlook him. He might dress modestly, speak sparingly in meetings, or appear too busy daydreaming to compete. Deep down, he's cataloging every resource, skill, or chance that others ignore. Then, at a decisive moment, be it a business pitch or a confrontation, he reveals a hidden expertise or solution nobody else saw coming. The shock on their faces fuels him. He doesn't rub it in. He doesn't need to. Their surprise is enough. It's a quietly ruthless form of psychological ambush, letting people dig their own holes while he stands by with the ladder, available only when he decides to offer it. Number 6. He feels strangely detached from social norms. If a community or workplace practice doesn't align with his personal code, he simply won't participate. No apologies given. Office potlucks, mandatory team building events. He may show up physically but engage minimally, or he might skip them altogether. He doesn't see these social rituals as inherently valuable, so he doesn't invest emotional energy into them. People can label him antisocial or arrogant, but in his eyes, it's logical. Why waste time on norms that don't resonate with his goals or ethics? Number 7. He's fascinated by dark knowledge. In his quest for preparedness, a Sigma might read up on espionage tactics, advanced hacking, or psychological warfare. It's not that he plans to deploy these methods left and right. He just wants to ensure no angle is unknown to him. If someone tries blackmail, he knows the counter moves. If a manipulator corners him, he's read the manual on emotional triggers and can turn the tables. It's both protective and a bit ominous. While most people stick to light, socially acceptable learning, like self-improvement or professional development, he delves into darker subjects, confident it's better to have those tools than to be ignorant. Number 8. He might play dumb to lower guards. One deceptively simple method he uses is pretending ignorance. In meetings, he might feign confusion, letting others fill in details they'd otherwise guard. Or in social situations, he might act clueless about group politics, encouraging people to spill secrets. Then, at the critical juncture, he reveals he knew more than anyone guessed. It's not a flamboyant reveal. Maybe he casually drops a key fact or solution that ends the discussion in his favor. This tactic requires patience. He has to endure the condescending looks or pitying smiles. But for him, the payoff is sweet. Once the veil of his supposed cluelessness lifts, everyone scrambles to understand how they underestimated him so badly. Number 9. He borrows the best tactics from disliked people. The Sigma may detest certain individuals for their moral failings, yet see value in their effective methods. If a shady colleague excels at negotiation, he'll adopt that negotiating style for himself. If a rival's manipulative approach works, he'll dissect it, strip out the unethical extremes, and repurpose the core strategy. He's pragmatic about sources of knowledge. Good or bad, if a method can strengthen his position, he'll consider it. Some might call this opportunistic or morally flexible, but he frames it as simply learning from every possible angle. In his view, refusing to learn from a cunning rival is like handing them a permanent advantage. Number 10. He redefines trust as a fragile, temporary construct. Where most people see trust as something that solidifies over time, the Sigma believes it can vanish in an instant. He might appear open or cooperative, but there's always a mental fallback plan if that trust is broken. In a romantic relationship, for instance, he may share deep moments, yet maintain a hidden bank account or a separate living arrangement, just in case. If a friend or partner betrays him, he disengages quickly, as though trust had never existed. He sees no contradiction in praising your loyalty today, yet preparing for your disloyalty tomorrow. It's a world where permanent trust doesn't exist, only a series of provisional alliances. Sigma males aren't just quiet men who prefer solitude. Beneath that calm surface lie secrets, thoughts, habits, and darker impulses that drive their need for self-control, self-protection, and purpose. They'll coolly cut someone off, methodically plan for disaster, or even embrace underhanded tactics, all without advertising their intentions. It's a chilling reminder that a man who doesn't crave the spotlight can still wield a formidable kind of power. Do you agree with the points I mentioned in this video? We'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. For more deep dives into the Sigma male mindset, be sure to check out our other videos. Thank you for watching and being a part of our community. If you're ready to continue your journey toward achieving greatness, hit the like button and subscribe so you won't miss out on future videos. Click here to see why Sigma males avoid social gatherings.